5'9" on 92.3 WCOL, Columbus's number one for new country. It is 9:24 on the wake up call. This is the time of the morning we talk about people doing amazing things, and we want to talk about an organization that's doing amazing things. We want to talk about Action for Children. We have Eric Karolak in studio. He is the CEO. That means you are the main guy.
Buck stops here.
All right, so let's talk all about Action for Children from someone like me who is not real familiar with it. Tell us about it. Tell us about this organization that does amazing things.
Well, thanks for having me on this morning. It's great to be here. On the way in, I was thinking about your listeners listen to country music. They might be thinking about bands or songs, and we're more kind of a Lone Star view from my front porch kind of
Oh, good one.
Well, so I know you're a country fan, so I'm liking you already.
I'm not sure I'd go that far, but I think that might help your listeners. Action for Children is the child care resource and referral agency for Franklin and the 6 surrounding counties for Central Ohio. And so we do a lot of work helping connect parents to child care programs. We help early childhood educators improve their practice, help them improve their business, because that is a business in the child care sector. And then we do all sorts of programs to help parents navigate the challenges of raising a child in this day and age. If you're a parent struggling to understand how to communicate with your child, if you're trying to re-enter from a changed circumstance, maybe you're coming off of a spell of unemployment or been in the criminal justice system, we've got programs for you. If you're going through a divorce and trying to figure out how to co-parent with your child's other parent, again, programs to help with that. So we try to help the adults who have the biggest impact in a child's life be able to create the experiences that will have that will be best for young children. Our thinking is if you can you transform children's lives by changing the skills, the behaviors, the strategies that the adults that surround them have, their parents, caregivers, and early childhood educators.
And with the pandemic, too, I mean, I could say I had a COVID baby.
Yeah.
So you notice the change, and their toddlers right now are 2.5, are not necessarily behind on the spectrum, but going from being at home or having to go to school or childcare and then now coming back into the community. You help with programs like that because it might be learning for parents of a different way than kind of what other people did with their kids. You know, you get everyone's opinions, but what have you seen with that in your programs?
Exactly. You know, whether a child is in the care of the parent in the home or is in an out-of-home placement because both parents or all parents need to work, structure and continuity is really important for them. So anything you can do to build that in is really very crucial. One of the things we saw early on in the pandemic, childcare programs were closed, had to be reopened under a special license only to serve essential workers, the children of essential workers. And that created great disruption as families had to move from one provider to another or had to do without childcare because they weren't essential workers. And that's a stressor on young kids. And whether you're a young kid, say below school entry, or you are an older child, a 4th grader, that continuity, that certainty, that structure is really important. And when it's taken away, you get adverse consequences. We've seen kindergarten readiness scores fall during the pandemic for very young children. We've seen other more significant consequences for older children, including increases in self-harm and suicide for older children.
So if there's a parent listening right now that's like, geez, I need this. This is what I need. I'm glad that you're on. How do they go about finding you, or how do they go about getting this assistance?
Yeah, probably the easiest way is to go online to actionforchildren.org. Pretty simple, no numbers there, just all letters. And there are easy ways to sign up. We can also be reached by phone at 614-224-0222. There's a lot of
224-0222. That's right.
Thank you.
Yep.
And so just reach out. Again, what your needs are will define what kind of program we might be able to connect you to, what kind of assistance we might be able to help you find. But we're here to help.
His name is Eric Karolak. He is the CEO of Action for Children. Thank you for your time this morning. And just out of curiosity, how did you get into this? I mean, this is such an amazing thing you're doing. What inspired you to go down this path?
Well, I have a little unusual.
Is it a long story?
It's not. I'm known for telling long stories, but I'll keep it pretty short and sweet. I'm trained as an economist. Actually, my background is an academic background, and it's been really focused on women's labor force participation rates. And so for Kayla to be here today to go to work, she needs to have childcare. That's
no,
true.
she's way more than childcare. I got news for her.
Yeah, childcare for him. No kidding.
She needs a limo ride. I have to send a limo to pick her up every day.
A new program we'll have to start.
There you go.
But that's true for dads too. But it's especially true for women in the workforce, because we have different expectations about moms even in this day. And so that's where my academic interest went. And a long circuitous story to get to this particular place, but I've been an advocate for children now for for over 25 years. So.
Well, we need to say thank you.
Yeah,
as a
thank you for
mom,
that.
I'm saying thank you. So thank you for that.
As a dad, I'm saying thank you. You can get all the information. Go to actionforchildren.org or call them today, 614-224-0222.